Welcome to week 3 of Full Face Friday. Thank you all very much for tuning in once again as we work our way through some of our favorite full face helmets that we've been testing over the last couple of years. So today we have the 7 IDP Project 23 or P23 helmet for short. This is a helmet we have probably spent the most time in just because it was part of our North American Bike Park review tour a couple of years back, and our whole crew was wearing these things as we rode in bike parks and made review episodes all around the country. So make sure you check that out if you haven't yet. So we'd like to thank CompetitiveCyclist.com for helping us make these videos possible, and also extending a 15% discount code to you guys by using LomeWolf15 at CompetitiveCyclist.com. So let's get into the P23. So 7 IDP sells this helmet in a carbon or fiberglass shell. We have the carbon one here, which comes in this nice carrying case, retails for a bit more at $359, which is still well under many other helmets in our little roundup so far. Let's open this thing up and see how it looks. Nice mesh front for a little bit of ventilation to help this thing dry out. Some small ventilation ports here at the back, and you've got a little net storage compartment at the front, gloves, goggles, although we usually put our goggles just inside the helmet here. Some nice soft interior for the helmet bag. Overall, a pretty nice experience there. Adjustable visor first off, highly ventilated, very lightweight helmet, as you can see. This is definitely the most ventilated full face helmet in the group review. It feels it, it looks it. It is definitely a treat to ride. And this thing weighs in at just a hair over 1,000 grams, so it's relatively lightweight as well. Kind of blends that kind of full face, pedal friendly full face territory with a, downhill ready full face bike park or DH race helmet. The history and years that we've had wearing helmets that are heavier and not as ventilated, it has us, I don't want to say doubting, but just it's just like that perceived, like, oh, this is too light, too breathable of a helmet for a downhill bike or a bike park. But, we rode it all year long in our bike park tour and really liked it. Across the board, we had the fiberglass and carbon shell, and all of our riders were impressed with the helmet. This is a size small helmet. I am typically a medium in most brands' helmets. I have a 56 or 57 centimeter head size, and again, I found that I needed to run a small with the thin pads on it, which kind of created a little bit of tightness on the side, but the medium was just too big. So if you can, do some homework, check the sizing guide on 7's website, try the helmet on if you can, but just be aware that the sizing could be a little bit off as this thing runs a little bit big. We've got a little Fidlock closure system here. Then if you look inside, you can see the SERT, S-E-R-T, impact protection system. This is 7 IDP's brainchild here, and it's designed to kind of squirm and conform and move around similar to, or I guess working in a similar fashion to other slip plane technologies like MIPS. Everyone kind of has their own claims and testing, and how it works or how it stacks up is kind of, I guess, subject to debate from everybody, but the basis is there. They've done testing, and you can see how it works, how it compares. I don't really know. That's something that we've talked about a lot in this Full Face Friday helmet series, is public information on safety ratings of helmets. All we know is that it's a pass-fail system, and all helmets on the market do pass. However, it'd be great to know if these helmets just barely pass and squeak out a passing score, or if they greatly reduce the transmitted energy and making a much safer helmet for your brain and skull. So we're really pushing for you guys to get involved. Leave a comment below. There are places like Virginia Tech that do a great job. They offer a star rating system, very easy to absorb and understand data that will allow you guys to just type in the name of a helmet or 4 helmets that you're looking at and see what that energy transmission rating is, how safe the helmet is, or how well it passed their testing. So if you guys would like to see more info like that made public and to consumers as they're making these helmet buying options, leave a comment and let us know. We would love to start putting some pressure on the industry and brands to send helmets out for these investigative tests that we can see and make our decisions based on. So along with the test data that Seven shared with us, claiming that there was a up to 20% reduction in transfer of energy to the brain, this helmet has other safety features like a breakaway visor, is ASTM DH certified, and is by all intents and purposes ready to be ridden at the highest and hardest levels. Interior comfort on this helmet is pretty good, I will say. It doesn't have the big red emergency pull tabs like some of the other helmets in the shootout do, but they are pretty easily removable. There's just 3 little snap button rings that will keep those cheek pads on the helmet. They are also size specific, so you can customize the fit of this helmet. Once you get this lid on, easy to use Fidlock closure. From an ease standpoint, Fidlock stuff's really nice. We like D-ring stuff. This is great, but I think we like D-ring, and that would probably be our go-to preference. Something that we said with like the Fox helmet and even a little bit with the 100% is those helmets are very quiet, both the helmet itself, but also from eliminating outside noise. This helmet, you can hear a lot better. That could be in part to the all the extra ventilation, specifically right here around the ear. So you can hear a lot more conversationally, the bike, people behind you. But as we said with the Fox, sometimes having a nice quiet helmet makes you feel isolated, removed, or a little safer, and like you're not riding quite as fast. So it might make you push a little harder than a helmet that you can hear that wind flowing past. Speaking of wind flowing past, at 23 vents, this thing is definitely the most breathable, and it feels the most like a trail lid or like a pedal-friendly enduro lid. The feel of the padding inside, the thinness of the helmet itself, it definitely seems a little bit less like a full-on downhill helmet than some of the others, but I think for a lot of people that could be a great selling point. If you're not just a dedicated park rat downhill guy, but maybe you're someone who does do some shuttle days, in the hot weather. Maybe you occasionally do want to pedal in a full face or strap this to your pack. Maybe you're an e-biker that wants a little bit safer, a little more secure feeling of a helmet than some of the really light, pedal-friendly full faces, but still want to go to the bike park. You still have a downhill bike or still want to go get your bike on a chairlift. This could be a really good option for you. This helmet, again, I rode in a bike park all year long. I had no issues with it. I loved it, in fact. Very light, very breathable. In fact, probably one of the most breathable full faces I've ever worn. Overall, a really solid helmet, one that I trust and have trusted for a full summer of bike park usage. So thanks again to competitivecyclist.com for helping us make these videos. Don't forget to use LoamWolf15 for 15% off any applicable items. Ask any questions that you might have down below. Hope you enjoyed the video and this series. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we hope to see you out on the trails.